Hey guys, we are just about done with this whole training. I hope that you've gotten a lot out of it. I hope that you feel like you're ready to take off, and I hope that I've really given you the tools to do that. Today we're going to talk about personal development and why it's so important in our business and why it's a vital behavior. We've already covered what the three vital behaviors are: be a product of the product, invite, and personal development. I have heard so many calls from top coaches that just drive home the point of personal development and why it needs to be a vital behavior. And it's because, just like I talked about when I talked about your power hour, you have to fill your cup before you can fill other people's. And this business is so much about giving and motivating others and encouraging others and always putting others before yourself. Using yourself as a model of how to do that. And so that takes a lot of daily motivation on your own part to keep yourself in the game, to keep yourself going. So how are you going to do that every day? And one of the ways that I do it is by reading my Bible and reading my devotional and, starting with God first in my day and just kind of getting my mind right. That's just me personally. That's what kind of fills me up and helps guide my day. And but there's other ways that you can do that. And so you need to find what works for you. Other things that I do is I don't get a lot of time to read books, but I do listen to Audible books. And so books about leadership, books about business and things like that have really helped me. There's a few books that I've listed in the text from today, as well as in the file section if you're looking for a specific book to read. But a few that I really like to point out is The Slight Edge. You can actually download that for free, and I gave you the link to that. So completely free, download it. It is such an awesome book, especially when you're jumping into a business like this, just to give you that slight edge. What is it? And how are you going to set yourself apart? What are you going to do every day to move yourself forward and move this business forward? Another thing that I do for personal development is I listen to calls from top coaches all the time. If there's a training offered by one of our bigger teams above us from the really successful coaches, I'm like the first to be like, sign me up. And then when I do my workouts, I like to listen to those videos at the same time. They get me pumped up. They give me ideas on what I want to do with my business going forward. They give me ideas on how to be a better leader to my team, to my challengers, all of that. So I just love that. That just gives me so much excitement in my business and for what I'm doing, and it helps me to stay grounded in what I'm doing and excited about it. So definitely dive into personal development on whether it's books or audibles or reading your Bible or reading a devotional, whatever it is that really fills you up and gives you the tools that you need to be the best coach, to be the best leader of your future team. Start now. The goal, like I mentioned in your power hour, is to spend 10 minutes a day on personal development. Now, whether that's reading or listening to something or whatever it is, use that time for yourself, to fill yourself up, to learn something. Be a constant learner in this business. There's always stuff out there you can learn. Right now, as much as I keep saying don't feel overwhelmed, if you're a go-getter and you're ready to dive right into this, you probably are feeling a little bit overwhelmed because you already want to be 10 steps further from where you are, but you just signed up, and that's okay. So use your personal development time every day to learn the business right now and to get used to the things that you need to be doing daily to move forward in this. So many times I've heard calls from top leaders at various parts in their businesses where they felt like there was a disconnect. There was something that just wasn't working, not clicking. And what it came down to was they weren't doing their personal development. They weren't taking the time to fill themselves up and find what they need in their day to be good leaders and to be good challenge group leaders and to be good coaches. And so things in their business kind of started to fall to the wayside, or it felt like it was, at least. It didn't feel good to them. And it always came down to, once they got back into their routine of doing their personal development, that things started to move along again and they started to feel better about what they were doing again. And I can definitely attest to that as well. So definitely take a look at the reading list. if you have any other questions about specific books for specific things, like I said, if you want to read more about leadership, I can offer you more suggestions on books that I've read about leadership. If you want more business building type things or relationship building type books, just ask me and I will give you some more pointers on that. But start with the reading list and make sure you're diving into and listening to the National Wake Up Call every Monday morning. I consider that my personal development on Mondays because I listen every Monday and it's about 30 minutes and I do it during my workout typically. And then sometimes I'm working out and there's a super good tip and so I pause and I write it down because I like to take notes in my notebook or on my phone. So get in the habit of doing that and make personal development part of what you do every single day in your Power Hour, and it will really help you take off in this business. I hope that you've enjoyed this, and I hope that it's been helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.